So I am here with my July favorites. I can't believe another month has gone, but I'm excited because I love August, because August 1st is my birthday. So I'm only a day away from celebrating with my friends and family, and I just can't wait to do that with them because we always have a great time. And August is also when school starts back up, which used to be very bittersweet for me because I was a teacher up until I had both kids, and I loved to teach, but it was also bitter because, well, you know, getting up every day, every morning, and getting to school and staying really late and being very stressed, you know, it's kind of one of those bittersweet moments. You love what you do, but at the same time, like, summer's really handy. So, to all you teachers and students out there, have a great year. I hope that this year brings you all kinds of joy and blessings and everything that you want in life. Teachers, you have the hardest job in the world, and hats off to you because I know how hard it is and how tough it is to put your heart and soul into something every single day and sometimes not get the return that you want. So believe me, you are making a difference. I still remember very, very, very vividly the teachers that made an impact on my life all the way down until 4th grade, and I just hope you know how much you're appreciated, how much you're loved by those who really know all the stuff that you put into it. And so students, be nice to your teachers, be nice to your parents, and have a good year. Stay focused, stay energized, because you don't know how many children around the world would kill to have free education, free public education. So believe me, you are blessed, you are lucky. Take advantage of it, and be nice to your teachers. And read, because I was an English teacher, and it's important. That's that. On to July favorites. This is kind of like a small stash for me as far as favorites are concerned, and a lot of it really is some different tools that I like, which I guess was the most influential this month. Is I found some new tools that I really found to be really beautiful on my skin and lay really perfectly. So that's what I'm going over. So it's a lot of brushes. So I hope you're into that, because if not, well, you may hate my favorites, but that's that. So I'll start with the few products that I do have and then do tools at the end. The first thing I'm going to talk about, and I feel like if you just watch YouTube this month, this is going to be probably the first thing I'll talk about. So I'm just jumping on the bandwagon because if you haven't heard of this, this is BECCA's Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop. BECCA paired up with Jaclyn who is a very famous beauty vlogger, YouTube channel galore, and she created this highlighter. I have talked about 2 of the different highlighters by BECCA. I have Moonstone, Opal. I also have Rose Gold, and but I think I've only talked about Moonstone and Opal to you all. But this one is Champagne Pop, and this is what it looks like. It's very champagne-y. It has a little bit of rose in it, a little bit of gold, a little bit of orange, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It pairs great on all different skin types. You know I'm very fair, but this still looks great on me. So it's gorgeous. Jaclyn, as always, did an incredible job. And so let me show you what it looks like swatched. It's very buttery and creamy, which Jaclyn is like known for. Here it is, just like swatched on the back of my finger, on my hand. You can see the highlight that it gives is very intense, but that's kind of what she was going for. She didn't want a subtle look. She's very famous for packing on the highlight, and that's what she wanted to get without having to use too much product. So this is just a gorgeous, as it's termed, champagne product. It's beautiful on your cheekbones, for a brow bone highlight, Cupid's bow, all of that kind of stuff. She did a good job, and of course, it was one of my favorites. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is a mascara. I briefly mentioned this in my last video, but this is by Bobbi Brown, and this is her Smoky Eye Mascara. I found this actually in my sample size. I have like a samples drawer in my bathroom. All the samples that I get, I just pile in there, and sometimes when I'm just kind of bored or late at night, I'll dig in there for something different. And I found this this mascara in the sample size. I used it a couple times and absolutely fell in love, and so I bought the full size, and I'm so glad that I did. The packaging on the sample is black, but in real life or in full size, it's silver. And it's a really cool brush. This is a hair bristle brush, which usually I don't go for, but for some reason I did with this one. It looks pretty typical, but it just catches your eyelashes so well and combs them out. And my eyelashes have never looked better with straight mascara than with this brush right here. And with this formula. I'm not using it on my eyes today, but it's absolutely beautiful. You know how I rave about Benefit's Roller Lash, but I am not the biggest fan of the Roller Lash formula. I really only like the brush. So if I could put the Roller Lash brush in this formula, I think it would be a lot better, but it doesn't fit. I already tried. So I still like the brush on this one, but if I could like combine and make the perfect mascara, I think that's what I would do. The Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara formula with the Benefit Roller Lash brush, and that would be like, ta-da, the perfect mascara. So, makeup creators out there, take note. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and this is in shade Taupe because that's what I use, but I have all of the shades in my kit, so that's what I've kind of been leaning towards lately. It is just like the Anastasia Brow Wiz. It has the pencil end that rolls up and the spoolie end on the other side. So why would I grab for this instead of the Anastasia? I don't know that I would or wouldn't. It is less expensive, and that's why I've stocked my kit with it instead of the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Do I think it's an exact dupe? Yes, absolutely. I think it's an exact dupe. Am I going to continue to get my Anastasia? Probably. So, here's the deal. When my Anastasia goes out, am I going to get another one? Yeah. When this goes out, am I going to get another one? Yeah. But I also am obsessed with makeup. So, if Anastasia is too expensive for you, or it's not really in your budget right now, get the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. It's the exact same thing, and it's a lot less expensive. So, that's that. It's a brow pencil, so it's just very kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It's sort of more ashy and it's not like, it's not real buttery, you know. It's supposed to be more like a feathered look. So, but it's really beautiful, and I really like it a lot. I've been using it lately in my videos, and I can't tell a difference between the Anastasia one and the NYX one. And again, this can be purchased at the drugstore. The Anastasia one can be purchased at Ulta or Sephora. And that's that. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to talk about is a blush, and this is by Urban Decay. This is one of their Afterglow 8-hour blushes, and I have two of these, but I purchased this one in the shade Fetish, and it is absolutely beautiful. Okay, people with mature skin out there, women with mature skin, if you're looking for a blush, this is it. It is beautiful. It is soft. It is matte. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous mauve color. It does not have a lot of pink. It does not have a lot of red. It is mauve brown. Beautiful. You cannot get anything better that I've found. It's an 8-hour blush. I truly think it lasts 8 hours. Possibly even a little bit more if you use a setting spray. It's by Urban Decay. Hello, they know what they're doing. You can trust them. And Fetish is just a gorgeous color. Let me show you what it looks like swatched. This is it on the back of my finger. I'm terrible at swatching blushes, so whatever. Side note, disclaimer, but I just think it's so beautiful. Adds the perfect amount of sheen. I'm not wearing it on my cheeks right now. The color is, I guess, what's so gorgeous. It doesn't look too hot pink. You know, on mature skin. I've used it for Mothers of the Bride. I've even done a Grandmother of the Bride and used this shade. I've recommended it to my mom. I don't know if she's been able to purchase it yet, but I really think it's gorgeous. Even if you don't have mature skin, I use this, buddy, and I am obsessed with it. Hello, it's in my July favorites. But I threw it in here also, especially for those of you with mature skin, because I know a lot of you watch my channel. And I just think it's beautiful. Urban Decay Afterglow 8-hour powder blush in Fetish. Get your hands on it, girls. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about, and this is kind of like the NYX pencil. This is a setting spray right here, and it is by L'Oreal. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Makeup Extender Setting Spray. And so you all know that I use my Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray all the time, but I have been grabbing for this one more recently. It is more affordable. It's a drugstore brand. And why have I been grabbing for it? I don't know, because I just, you know, like to experiment with new things, I guess. I have, you know, it's like sometimes when you collect makeup kind of like I do, or when you're a makeup artist and so you have to collect makeup like I do, you know, you have so much that sometimes you just want to try it even if you know it's terrible because you have it and it's kind of like you feel like, okay, I need to put that on my face because that's what I purchased it for. Well, that's kind of why I grabbed for this one at the beginning, but I've continued to use it because I love it so much. I think it works just as well as my Urban Decay All-Nighter. Will I purchase my Urban Decay All-Nighter again? Of course I will, but I also am weird and collect makeup. So if you don't, if that's not something you do and you wanted a makeup setting spray and you went and looked at the Urban Decay one because I mentioned it or something like that, and you thought that it might be a little bit too expensive, grab this one. It's an exact dupe, and it works really, really well, and it's a lot less expensive. So it is by L'Oreal. It's great, and I just think the mist is really fine, and it's not like, it doesn't feel like water on your face. I mean, it does feel like water, but it doesn't feel like the water's dripping off. It sets and stays, feels like sort of like a hairspray for your hair. I think it's great. I love this setting spray, and I really recommend it. It's what I carry in my kit now because I can carry 3 of them or 2 of them for the price of one of my Urban Decays, and so I just can do a lot of clients before I have to repurchase. So I can't say enough good things about it. The next thing I'm going to talk about, and now we're into the tools, is, and I talked about this in my haul. This is by Tweezerman. It's their, I think it's 3 times LED light up mirror, and it looks like this. It's hot pink. It has these little suction cups so that you can suction it on your regular mirror if you wanted to use it that way. But it also, I guess the coolest thing about it is it has this little button right here that you push and a light comes on. So I don't know if you can see that light. Let me show you the difference. This is with the light on. This is with it off. That's with it on. So that light right there just really shines up areas that are hard to see. I use it to pluck my brows and reshape them. And it's like sitting in daylight plucking your brows. So I really, really like it. I've used it several times. I purchased it at Sephora. You can replace the batteries, which is great. And so it should last you a very long time. And I'm just a big, big fan of it. I have not seen it in other colors in Sephora, but they may have it in other colors in Sephora.com. So that might be something to check out if you're not a pink person. But it's just a really great tool. I have come to really love it, and I've changed my brows for it because of it, and I've found that, you know, when I thought I was getting all the brow hairs when I was plucking, I really wasn't. So I found it very, very helpful. The next thing I'm going to talk about is one brush, and then I also have a set of brushes that I've really enjoyed. But this is by Sigma. A lot of you, I get a lot of questions daily on Facebook, Instagram, in my email, all of that kind of stuff, even a few on Twitter. And you've asked me, hey, what was that brush brand that you always talk about? And I do have in the works a brush video coming up, but the brush brand that I always reach for first is Sigma Beauty. And I'll link it right here, sigmabeauty.com. All of their brushes are great. They're the first brushes that I really owned. So they've just been the ones that I've kind of gone to. This is the F64, and this is the Soft Blend Concealer brush. So the idea behind this brush is, of course, a concealer, which would mean liquid. And it's synthetic, but it's very dense. So sometimes you've seen me use my beauty blender to buff in my concealer under eye. I could use this there as well. It would take a little bit longer, and I'd have to be a little bit careful with my strokes, but that's not what I use it for. I have grabbed for this brush, and it is dense, which you're going to think, why would I grab for this brush for this product? But I grabbed for this brush for highlighting. I have not seen anyone on YouTube grab for this brush for highlighting. So maybe I'm weird, maybe I'm not doing it right, but I think that it really sets that highlight there well. So I'm using this hard candy highlight in Tiki. It is a drugstore product. And I just feel like it's so easy to lay that highlight right there. I don't find that I have a lot of fallout with this brush, which sometimes I get with my fan brush. And I just feel like it provides such a really precise glow. And I really, really like it. It's great for like right here in this area as well if you wanted to highlight your brow bone a bit. And what I think what works the best more than my other highlighting brushes is how great it is on my Cupid's bow, because it just like fits in just perfectly right where it's supposed to go. So a lot of times if I'm using my other highlighting brushes, I have to grab my finger to put it on my Cupid's bow, but this brush I can just do it all with my brush, so I'm not dirtying up my fingers. So I don't know, I just really, really like this brush. I've been using it the past couple of months and didn't know if I wanted to ever mention it because of, you know, me not really using it the way it was designed to be used. But I decided that it was worth showing you because you may be looking for something like that. It does come to like a tapered point, and I know I got this in a kit, and I'm trying to remember which kit it was. It may have just been the face kit, and but I know you can purchase it separately as well. So that's the Sigma F64. And the last thing that I'm going to talk about is from Real Techniques. And the coolest thing about this is that it comes in a set. And I do not have the packaging anymore because I've used these a while and I threw it away. These three come in a set, and they have the white base, and I'm pretty sure these are the only ones with the white base. And they're all duo fibers, so you see the black bristles and then they fade out to the white bristles. And so the first one is this duo fiber face brush. It's very skinny and but floofy at the end. I love this for blush. It is beautiful for blush. If you tend to have a heavy hand and you tend to look a little bit like a clown because your blush is a little bit too intense, get this brush and it'll eradicate that from you because it's so fluffy and just it lays it on perfectly. Love this brush. This is the face brush, duo fiber face brush. I don't think this can be purchased separately. You have to purchase them in a pack. I got them at Ulta. You can buy them online. They're very inexpensive and you get 3 brushes. Okay, so then this one is the duo fiber contour brush. It is great for contour. I've used it before, but it's beautiful for highlight, and most importantly, it is great for setting that under eye area. You see me usually grab for my Sigma F35 tapered highlighter and set my under eye area, which I love, but this one, I almost feel like they do the exact same thing. It's gorgeous, perfect, beautiful for setting those areas that you've highlighted. That's the duo fiber contour brush. And then finally it comes with a duo fiber eye brush, which is just a great blending brush. I've used it a lot. I usually dip into like a bronzer. This is the Pixie bronzer, Pixie Summertime Bronzer. I just like swipe it around in that, put it in the crease of my eyes, drag it down a little bit and go. It's such a great brush and it really just provides a beautiful, beautiful coverage without being too intense. That's why you can just throw one shadow on and leave. So this brush set by Real Techniques is the best one that I've ever purchased, and I'm so glad that I went out on a limb and decided to try it. I mean, it's not even that expensive anyways. I think it may be 12 bucks. And I decided to grab it because I've really used it a lot, and I think that they did a great job on these. So that's that. Okay, I think that's everything for my July favorites. So I really hope that you enjoyed it. Hope you found a product that you might want to try out. Let me know if you have any questions about them in the comments below. Make sure you give a big thumbs up to this video. Look at that. Big thumbs up to this video. Subscribe if you haven't. There's a little red button, I think right over here, or maybe over here. I don't know how it mirrors on the computer. Somewhere in this area, there's a red button that says subscribe. Click it, put your email in with your Gmail, in, and basically what that does is it allows you to get instant emails when I post, and the more numbers I get, the better it is for me. So thank you all so much for your support. You guys mean the world to me, and I can't thank you enough. So that is everything. Have a great August, and I'll see you soon. Bye. The next thing I'm going to talk about is a blush, and this one's not it, but these three come in a set. Ooh! Oh, this is hard to hold. Okay. Here we go.